A bit of an interesting update here regarding B3313. So, as you may recall, the last version that I've done videos on was the 0.9 release, also known as the abandoned version. Not going to get into the whole story of that again. There was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, but the game was pretty close to completion and then got dropped, and so it was a mostly playable, like, full game, just lacking some polish in some areas. And I still had a blast playing it, but it wasn't 100% complete, and that was kind of a shame. And so after that happened, some of the other people who were helping with the development, not the main guy, Chris, but some of the other people, picked up another version, or basically, picked it up and released a new version called Unabandoned, which was supposed to kind of finish everything off, but it was, their twist on it, not necessarily the way that Chris wanted it to be. And I haven't played that version, but to my understanding, it just kind of polished stuff off and fixed the star IDs so you can actually collect all the stars without there being a million duplicates, that sort of thing. Since then, Chris has actually wanted to go back to the game and finish it off himself for good, and so that's been being worked on for a while. And the reason I'm making this announcement is because Simpleflips is going to be streaming a demo of it tomorrow. I say tomorrow, it's actually more like 12 hours from now, because I haven't had a good chance to record this until now, so I'm giving basically no advance notice. But if you're following him, then you probably know anyway. But yeah, gonna be showing this game off, and, presumably some other Mario hacks. I don't think it's just this. Maybe even some other stuff that's not related to that. Don't know. And then, after him, we're gonna have Jabroni Mike and Varg Skeletor from Vinesauce. It is a charity event raising money for the American Heart Association. So if you're able to check it out, that would be cool. Especially if you can donate. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. The reason I'm doing this announcement, even though it's not really related to me, is because I have actually been helping with this game behind the scenes. I haven't really been able to talk about that publicly much, but, I've just kind of been assisting. It's been an interesting experience. I don't want to make it seem like I've done a ton of work. I haven't made any levels or, anything major like that, but for the last month and a half-ish, I've had access to the game and have been actually working with it in the ROM manager that lets you edit stuff. And so I've done a lot of documentation, and I set all the star IDs myself to ensure that they're all unique. Did a ton of testing, found some bugs, fixed some bugs, reported some bugs that I didn't know how to fix, and all sorts of stuff like that. I actually even added a few stars myself. Some of the ones I added are complete bullshit, and no one will ever find them, so you can look forward to that when this eventually releases. But I do want to, eventually do videos on the final version once it releases, but I don't know for sure when that's going to happen. We've just kind of been adding and tweaking stuff for a while now. Every time, we hit the star limit of 450 stars, and since then, it's like, okay, game is done? Nah, let's remove some of this crap and add in some new stuff. Okay, I think we're done now. Nah, this place can use some sprucing up. Let's get rid of this star, add another one here. That type of stuff. So it's just kind of been a lot of back and forth. I think it's pretty close to being done, but today, I was helping with bug testing again, and for a couple hours kept running into stuff. It's like, crap, okay, gotta fix this, and, just constantly going back and forth with it. So the version being played in the stream tomorrow will probably not be the final release. I imagine there will be some more tweaks since then. But yeah. Eventually I'll be showing that off when it's 100% done, and I'll be able to talk about the stuff I've helped with and some behind-the-scenes info and stuff, and that'll be really cool. But until then, we will have this stream that's happening, and this little preview thing I did here showing off the new lobby that is gigantic and confusing and I hate. There's a number of new levels too, but I didn't feel like showing those off. You'll just have to see them when the game comes out. So, bagel.